the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. Together as a collective. Without you, this doesn't work. So, what do we need to know today, Spirit, please? Astral DJ is giving me a song by Boney M. I think I was a kid when this come out. Daddy Cool. I also think I remember there's no actual bloody words in it, apart from it keeps repeating, she's crazy like a fool, and I'm Daddy Cool. Or just Daddy Cool. So we'll see what that has to do with anything. "16 is a tower moment. So, as a scenario with a tower, if it's coming down, it's maybe where someone's got themselves in a relationship with a player. Spirit don't have a problem with players if they're honest about it. If they say that's what they are, they're not in for commitment. They have a problem with the ones that manipulate people into thinking there might be a relationship in this, and actually they're not out for a relationship. That's when Spirit brings karma. That's why some players go through life just living their dream, and other players get it big time with karma because they're not honest about it, male or female. If you're looking for an emotional crutch and you use that to get what you want out of people and then move on, that's not a player. That's not a grown-up. That's somebody with an ego problem. So, let's see, shall we? Whether that has any relevance to the read. There it is. Somebody's in denial about what needs to happen. So, in the scenario we've just talked about, it could be that the female is crazy because she thinks it's a relationship and he doesn't. And it will send you batshit crazy if that's the case. So be honest or karma will come get you, is what Spirit's saying. I think it's this one. So in this scenario, there could be drugs involved. It's addictions, alcohol, gambling, smoking, shopping, chocolate. It's weight gain. And on this deck, we have a Scorpio and a Leo mentioned as well, Sagittarius energy. There's an imbalance, possibly even a chemical imbalance. So maybe she is batshit crazy. Yeah, learning some hard lessons in life. Somewhere in this scenario though, there is a strong, reliable, mature man. Doesn't have to be older, just he's mature, he's a proper man. This guy isn't any player, he's steady. So maybe it's the female that's the player who's batshit crazy. This guy is a good friend, somebody that's right under your nose. Somebody who's accepted into the family, perhaps is because the watermelon's there. He's strong, he's dependable, he's financially stable. He brings security and grounds you. Could be a man in uniform, could be of a darker complexion. Somebody wants to escape. Somebody wants to get away with something. So maybe again, the player. Somebody wants the rewards without the hard work that goes with it. Again, a player. So it's somebody maybe that's coming back in retrograde who's already got away with your chickens and is coming back for your sheep. So destroyed you once, coming back to destroy you again. And you're in denial about it, or someone is. That's today's card. Brushing things under the carpet. Or there's arguments, accidents, losses within the home, electrical and water problems. The actual loss of a home is trying to be stopped. So, like I said, trying to get away with it, hoping that this won't come crashing down around your ears. But there's a woman scorned here, so it looks like she's out for revenge. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female. She's not thinking clearly. She's probably batshit crazy. If you've been for a visit to the doctors, a priest or a lawyer who's a female, maybe she's got issues and you shouldn't be listening to the advice she's giving you. You have to take action for a new beginning. This can also be passion, one night stands, but action. Take one day. Don't take any longer to take action with this situation. Clear the decks, see things clearly. Find your happiness. The path is open for you to do that. I was born on the 19th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. Because there's no love in this situation. There's a gentleman here that doesn't love and possibly drinks too much, which is the addictions. Over emotional. And this is a water sign that's usually reliable. But maybe this batshit crazy female is broke his heart. But it looks like the female that's broken hearted could be a widow. So let's see how the story progresses, shall we? There's a lot of confusion here because people aren't speaking the truth. And the only one that's really knows what he's on about is this guy here. And those born on the 19th, they're going to see things very, very clearly. Or the 19th of this month. Person living or past, date for your diary and address. It could even be on a number plate. Number 19. Massively important. It's about to get a reality check. Sagittarius is negative energy. 14 is negative energy. There we are. Enemies, that 14. And the enemy will well be yourself. An injustice for one, justice for another. So it depends which side of this argument you're on, whether you believe it's fair or not. Problems with the lines and the marital home. Again, we've got like a player. We've got the Seven of Swords on the Seven of Swords, so it looks like both sides are playing again, both ends against the middle. So neither of them are blameless. And they're in denial about walking away. It's easier to stay with someone that you can manipulate, basically. So they know they should walk away, but why not just pretend and carry on as you've always done? Yeah, because otherwise this female who's been rejected, heartbroken, whatever, will lose half of what she earns. And that's not an option as far as she's concerned. 5 years is mentioned. Feeling isolated and alone in a room full of people. And there's the Tower again. Waiting to crumble but not quite there yet. It could be a different scenario. It's a bit of a stretch, but it could be someone who's lost a partner. I see no death here though. And wants to escape. There is no escape because they're alone. They have not enough funds. They're frightened of losing the house. There's an option of something new, of happiness, but they don't know if it's going to pay off. There's no sure thing in this life. You just have to make the choice and do it. There's no guarantees. But there's just as much chance of success as there is of failure. So there is love here, but it's just not enough. There's no commitment. And it's a case of, do I reunite or don't I? So what's it going to be? A reunion or not? It's not upright, it's not in reverse. Do I get back with them or don't I? Because they're coming back around. So 16 is negative, 14 is negative, and 19 is positive. Sagittarius, possibly Leo, possibly Pisces, could be involved. So for all of us, we don't take advice from women who've definitely been damaged. So don't take advice from people you wouldn't want to be. Don't take romantic advice from somebody who's been divorced, say. Because obviously they didn't get it right. Yep, enemy upon enemy. So you're both your own worst enemies. An injustice on injustice. Wow. So there's injustice on both sides. It's not fair, is it? And this chapter isn't over because you're continuing the cycle. So somebody, I think, is taking the path that takes them around in circles, the left-hand path. The roots, the foundations aren't strong enough, and one good wind or storm and the tree will blow over. So those born on the 21st, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Libra energy is mentioned, negative. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And there'll be no healing until you start thinking better of yourself. Even if you're the player, you can start again. You can begin again. And if you want to be a player, be honest about it. But don't talk down to yourself. Don't blame yourself for the past. The past is over. It's what you do now that counts. Because you reap what you sow. Simple as that. Karma will come and get you. So it's time to move on and not taking the baggage of the past with you. Whatever the hurt and pain was from the past, the injustices, what have you, it will colour your future relationships. If you don't, leave it go. Leave it alone. You've got to stop sacrificing yourself for ungrateful people. You've got to put your boundaries in place and stop saying yes when you really mean no. No matter how much the sweet talk you've got to say no. For your own self-respect, put your boundaries in place. What you give out is what you'll get back. So if you act like a player, you'll get like a player. So I see no end of people think they've got away with stuff, and then 10 years later, out of the blue, the partner that's been damaged or hurt, who's carried on with the relationship, even though they're still at it, suddenly finds someone steady and dependable and ends the situation. And then the player's left gobsmacked thinking, what happened? And it's all about that one night stand or something that they had 10 years before. So there we have it again. 5 years, feeling isolated, alone, lonely in a room full of people, and half of what you earn. A bird in a gilded cage. And there it is, the fork in the road. Which path are you going to take? Are you going to have integrity and honesty and walk the path less trodden? Or are you going to keep going round in circles? Because there's lies, deceit and spying, possibly even theft here. Oh dear. Cheery little read for today, isn't it? But we've got the full moon tomorrow and we knew it was going to be a biggie. So somebody has to realise that things have got to change. A transition is taking place. So now we've got Pisces added to the mix properly. And those born on the 12th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way, because you won't put your boundaries in place. So we've got a run. 12, we're missing the 13, 14, 11, 12, sorry, 14, 16, and then 20, 19 and 21. So this is going to be a bumpy ride because it's not an equal give and take. Somebody's been giving and giving and getting nothing back. So it's not a gift, it's a curse. You're not blessed, it's a lesson. And something has to change. Perhaps a change of residence, or whatever happens, there's a change in the wind. Somebody's not prepared to carry this burden anymore. It's time to take some time out from this deceit and lie. There's a fox in the hen house and you need to catch it. Somebody doesn't want to face this though. They're just carrying on, plodding on, chopping wood, drawing water, hoping it'll all go away. And Spirit can't help you if that's the case. Because you're too giving and you don't put your boundaries in place. You're going to drain yourself, make yourself ill at the very least, or batshit crazy. So remember, Spirit aren't sending you around in circles, you are. And it's so that you can learn and you can go around and up. You choose. Which fork are you going to take in the road? Somebody here feels abandoned, alone, maybe both parents in spirit, nobody to talk to, or there's just a sense of loss, which is a shame. What a depressing little read that was. There it is, Taurus, it's all about that 14, the negative energy. What you own owns you, I'm afraid. And it's your worst enemy. You are your own worst enemy. The luxuries of life, the material side of life. So we've got now Taurus, Sagittarius, Libra, Pisces, Leo, yeah, I think that's it. All in a bit of a mess. 14. It's about speaking your truth. It's about the neck and throat. A Leonard could be important. And it's quite apt because it says, there are 3 classes of people. Those who see when they're shown, those who do not see, so these are the ones that see when they're shown, The sun comes out and they see everything clearly. The Tower in reverse is the ones that refuse to see, and the ones that see straight away the justice, which is being fair, but this is an injustice. So refusing to see, you are about to grow something from which there will be beauty and abundance. This is about Venus, the planet of loveliness and indulgence. And they tend to be down to earth, but have a special eye for attractiveness. So this could be the Taurus bloke or female, but it's a bloke in this deck. So if somebody knows their worth, as spiritual masters and teachers, they never completely stray away from what's real, what's solid, and in their own way they can be dreaming. The gardener, again, it's time to keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. You must be certain about everything before choosing what comes next. But don't be seduced by food, fabric, colour, skin, very sumptuous things. Because the Taurus is very fond of lovely things and places great value on money. Most Taurians only believe what they can see or touch, yet many gurus are born under the sign of the bull, so that means spiritual too, but they tend to be dismissive over subjects they don't understand. They have a conservative nature, so must be convinced. So somebody here won't believe this unless it happens right under the nose. They consider themselves realists. That said, Taurus is the sign that rules the fairy world, so contact with elementals, spirits, etc. in dreams, and possibly a little memorial garden in your garden. So when this card comes up in a reading, money issues will have a bearing on this matter, whether obvious or not so obvious. So it may be that somebody's conned you out of money and they're calling you batshit crazy, but you know they've done it. It's about counting change, accumulating funds. Any matter to do with finances will come into play. Maybe you're just valuing yourself by what material things you've got. Money can't buy love, happiness or health. It's a fortunate time to ask for a loan or raise or to buy into stock. It's also a good time to become involved in accounting or matters of dealing with numbers and currency. So check your accounts, make sure everything's up to date. This is a sensuous sign of sex, food and comfort, so a passionate lover may be on the horizon. But remember what I said, there's a risk here of one night stands. You may connect with a paramour who wishes to take care of you or vice versa. This gentleman would. The desire for comfort and relaxation will be part of this relationship. It's about art, singing, music. Taurus and Leo share this. So matters involving plays, musical theatres, concerts, and those that are traditional, such as ballet or classical music, may have meaning now. The Taurus card corresponds to the Hierophant card, so it's about friendships, it's about marriages, it's about study and institutions. But above all, it's about speaking your truth. It's about tradition, not being brash or controversial or eccentric, or you'll be classed as batshit crazy. Taurus, of course, is bullish, so you may encounter a very stubborn or obstinate individual. Offbeat things would not work at this time. Whatever you do now will have to be practical. The Taurus card 10 of Pentacles is always positive and it brings stability or support. So that's what you're looking for, is the stability or the support. But in general, Taurus is steady and reliable and hardly ever gets upset. One cannot rile a sensual bull too easily, but if you do, The explosive results will be unforgettable. And that's what people are fearing. The explosive results. More than anything, the Taurus card suggests dealing with finances, capital investment, what is bought and what is earned. Remember, somebody's trying to get away with something here. This card stands for possessions. It's a good time to build on what you have, and it's also an excellent time to invest in real estate or property. But if you're going to court, you may lose half of what you earn. And what you earn earns you. What you're working to earn. Banks, bank accounts, investments, money, and cash flow. Credit, loans, accounting, stock, real estate. Sentimentality is going to get you nowhere. Elegance, ballet, singers and singing, painting and art galleries. Being stubborn, sticking with things well after their sell-by date. Never backing down, appreciating what is material or practical, the love of possessions. Being sceptical, bullishness, sarcasm, not seeing the value in things unless they are material. Wanting to parent others, in other words, control others, having to wait and be patient. Procrastination, independence, it's time to do things alone. Stand on your own 2 feet. Being honourable and responsible, being reliable, being tough-minded yet compassionate, being placid, the colours brown, green and orange. Spirit is with you. There could be farms and farmers involved, but someone is greedy. They want the luxuries, they want the comfort, and they seek pleasure wherever they can get it. The Hierophant. Comfort, nurturing, steadfastness, materialism, money, what is owned, and what you own owns you. The bird in the gilded cage. So, and there it is. Something is shining a light on this situation, illuminating what's really going on. The Queen of the Light is beautiful. Comes into your life to herald success in all your ventures. She illuminates the most important steps on your path and reminds you how brilliant you are. You're intelligent and inspired, and all your needs will be met, so stop panicking. Remember that you're the instrument of the divine shining through you into this world. You need to get on the correct path for your higher good. It brings insight into how you manifest your reality in the most miraculous ways. She promises that you'll be shown the next right action and celebrates you as you stand brilliant, joyful and enlightened in the present time. So if you're happy, you're on the right path. If you're not, I suggest you're on the wrong one. You've worked hard to come this far, and you can be proud to stand tall in your convictions that in your heart of hearts you know the truth of this situation. Rewards for your perseverance and willingness to learn are on their way. Gratitude and acceptance are your key today. So, if you're not grateful for what you've got, walk away, because she will show you the next step. There's something that you can be happier with. Where's my little ones? I will have these first. You could have got yourself into a very toxic situation because you've always been there. Could be work, doubt it, but it could be. Just because that it's the way everything's always been done doesn't mean it's right for you now. And there it is again. The true pathway. The fork in the road. Which one are you going to take? You lead the way and Spirit will back you up. You've got to decide. Know your dreams. Don't live someone else's dreams. But be understanding that not everyone is like you. Not everyone thinks like you. The sooner you realise that, the better. And blame doesn't come into it. They're no different to what there was when you first got there. So, you can't change people. Somebody's missed the red flags here. Yeah. You have to get grounded. You have to keep your roots deep and strong and stand taller than the trees. So if you can't see the wood for the trees, rise above it and trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. So the point here is somebody is being so long in a situation that they don't trust their own judgment anymore. And that's sad. There's trust issues between people, either at work or at home, that may never be got back. And once the trust is gone, there's nothing really left, is there? So, thanks for listening. Sorry it was such a gloomy one. Speak soon.